Let me hit you with something nobody wants to say on camera. America doesn't have two parties anymore. It has two addictions. One side can't stop preaching moral superiority, and the other can't stop playing victim. And somewhere in between those hashtags, our character bled out. Don't believe me? Let's take a look at the receipts, and they're disgusting. Last week, leaked group chats from the young Republicans went public, and what spilled out wasn't politics, it was poison. Racial slurs, anti-Semitic jokes, fantasies about violence from future leaders. These weren't trolls in basements. These were interns, campaign aides, college conservatives angling for Capitol Hill jobs. You know what's even worse? They laughed about it. Not one of them thought, hey, maybe the founders didn't die at Valley Forge so we could meme about genocide. And when it leaked, their defense wasn't shame, it was spin. Private messages, they said, taken out of context. No, context doesn't turn hate into humor. But before anyone starts cheering because it exposes the evil right, let's remember Jay Jones, the Virginia Democrat who leaked texts, wished death on his Republican opponent's kids. They're little fascists who deserve to die, is what he said. That's not policy disagreement, that's straight up evil with punctuation. The party that preaches compassion produced a candidate talking about killing children, and half the media shrugged. Imagine if that same text came from a Republican. CNN would be running a week-long funeral. But this one headline, 2 tweets, then silence. Because outrage isn't about right and wrong anymore. It's about who benefits. So here's the jaw-drop moment. Nobody's processing. These two stories aren't opposites. They're twins. One wears a red tie, one wears a blue. But both were raised by the same parent. Moral rot. We've built a generation more fluent in outrage than ethics. We don't debate anymore. We perform. The right wants to own the libs, and the left wants to cancel the fascists. And while everyone's busy scoring dopamine points, civilization's slipping through the cracks like sand. Hate has become a subscription service, renewed monthly through our silence. This algorithm loves this stuff. It eats it like junk food. The more division we feed it, the more it rewards us with dopamine hits and digital applause. Tucker Carlson said it best this week. When a man in power can wish death on kids and keep donors, we've replaced morality with marketing. And those group chat clowns on the right, they weren't extremists. They weren't entrepreneurs and attention. Outrage is the new currency. Morality doesn't trend. We have built an economy that punishes decency and rewards division. So, what happens when both pillars rot? When the left dehumanizes its enemies and the right degrades its own soul? Well, you get exactly what we're seeing. A nation with endless opinions and zero conviction. Civilizations don't fall from invasion, they fall from corrosion. Rome didn't burn because outsiders broke in, it burned because insiders stopped believing. We are Rome, we just have better Wi-Fi. But here's where I still have hope. Because every empire dies the same way, until someone refuses to let the fire go out. You don't fix rot by joining a party. You fix it by finding your spine. You fix it by saying, no, I'm not laughing at that chat. No, I'm not excusing that text. No, I'm not picking teams. I am picking truth. There are people in this country, maybe you, who are sick of it. Sick of pretending our decay is someone else's fault. The West isn't falling. It's begging for men and women strong enough to rebuild it. So, here's the challenge. Comment RISE down below if you're done being a spectator in this moral circus. Share this if you believe silence built this and only courage can tear it down. Then check out my TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook channel, all labeled The Watchman 98, for more information. Remember, the West doesn't need more outrage. It needs guardians. Be one.